Good morning, everybody. It is April 21st, 2021, and I got a 2 a.m. wake-up call with all kinds of messages. So it came something like this, and I'm just going to say it the way it came through and the way I translated it. And I don't ever hesitate on putting messages out because I'm the messenger. So if it comes through me, then there is something for everybody in the message. And if it's not, let it go. But it's enough to make people think and get into this space and create more harmony. So since we have all these topsy-turvy times right now, and the what ifs and what do we do, and many people are living in fear and going out and making decisions based in fear. And then we have a lot of people who are getting messages. And I have said this before, that even with the greatest intentions, with the energies being what they are, with the interferences, sometimes the messages aren't super duper clear, especially when you're dealing with, so many outside forces. Because like energy, it changes billions of times per second. So nobody has the power to hold that glue together. Nobody has it. There's no super glue in this world that can make somebody 100% correct on their downloads, or uploads, or side loads, or wherever they're getting it. So when my things come through, they're given to me by my higher self. I, at this moment in time, do not channel groups or councils or things like that at this time. So I've lived through my intuition all my life, and the only time it's ever been effed up is when I didn't listen. So all through my adult life, I listened more and more and more, and in the last 30 years, there's no decision I make without it. So when my messages come through, then it's like, okay, and then I just kind of go through the questioning and see what answers come up. So of course we're going to talk kind of in code here. So Mr. B is apparently he has many. So I said to myself, okay, then why is he effing up all the time? Like, if he is, why can't they self-correct the issues of speech impediment or onset dementia or whatever? Some will say his batteries are running out, and that's just, that is on its last leg. But then when the message came through that, he is in fact, right? Then it was like, okay, so who's in charge of him? So we want to assume that it's the shady side, right? But what came through is, what if the shady side understands or doesn't understand that possibly the lighter side has a lot of control over what is occurring? Because everything that was said that would occur if this person was elected is occurring in spades. So wouldn't that make Mr. T look like a savior or someone coming in to lighten, brighten, and rescue the day? It would. But I think a lot of things are going to factor on this. Now, please keep in mind, when I get my messages, I don't listen to a lot of YouTubes. I do not listen to a lot of people's predictions. I don't listen to their messages from other beings. I don't watch television. I really just get my own information through me, especially in 2020 up to now. And over the last 5 years, what kept coming up for me in healing sessions and through my guidance system is no distractions. No distractions. live by your intuition, no distractions. In January 2020, it came through super strong. So I was on my mission to finish more continuing education and get on here and begin to see clients and get away from the old profession that sustained me. So anyway, with that being said, you have to understand politics a little bit. It isn't like everybody sees each other all day long, okay? There is permission to enter a room, permission to go into a building, permission on what can be discussed, what can't be discussed, who can be trusted, who can't be trusted. And what we're doing here since 2016 is to open the eyes to others. And it's not all on one man to do it, okay? The big thing was we were already scheduled to come online and wake up by this time frame, just so you know. So we're seeing things in a different perspectives. And as we're all waking up, we're demanding, and I mean demanding the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Let the rest fall where it may, but we can't make wholesome decisions to move forward and evolve without the truth. Okay? So, I suspect, and I have for quite a while, that there are going to be ships from other places are going to show up, right? But let me help you understand that that's been going on for a very, very long time through all the governments, all of them. And they've duplicated and they've captured and they're working with good, bad, indifferent. It's been going on forever. But because of the time frame of everybody waking up and understanding their connection is more than just their birth parents, these governments want to intercede and control the narrative on how you receive the information. Now, I can promise you that those who are the guardians of the light, who've been working on our behalf on every different level, in physical form and in non-physical form, they're not driven by ego. So they're not coming out to show their shiny bling. They're just not. It's not going to happen, not for a while. So this narrative is being shown by controlling governments. And what that's going to do is initiate you to accept anything else. But what's also going to occur is many of us here are going to start being in more contact with the guardians of the light. I just want to keep my words correct here. The guardians of the light. There'll be more of us channeling and doing co-creating with them and then getting messages out to all of us, okay? So with this whole thing about, everything that's going on and everything that's supposed to be is really a distraction, okay? So when you're holding on to listening to what everybody's saying and their little secret intels and how the currency is going to be and who's going to show up in the skies and who's coming out, to, cheer on the day and be in control again and take places, in the universe in a more powerful way. It is not on one person. It is on all of us in many different capacities. Some are here to write, journal, and speech. Some are here to protest. Some are here to hold the space and the light. And there's just many different mouthpieces that are involved in how to get the spark all over the place. So everybody starts going, hey, wait a second. And then they wake up and come online and just at least entertain the information. But so much of the information has been tainted for control of all of us. So I don't give a crap about conspiracy crap. Okay, the world has been in so many lies that people actually just think the lies are the truth. And so they're defending the lie, thinking it's the truth because it's just been ingrained in them decade after decade after decade, lifetime after lifetime after lifetime, when actually the truth is very different. So that's something that you have to figure out, how you want to research that and what resonates with you and how much you can take in on a daily, weekly basis to just entertain the idea that quite possibly things are not the way they seem. So then it came up with what if? What if? All these scenarios that everybody's putting out there. What if? Okay, well, what if is a distraction? I can't live my life every day. What if? Did today happen? Did that happen? Is this going to go on? Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. And then everybody talks about it, and then they feed that dense timeline. Okay? And so then the other part of it was, then what? Then what? Well, for me, I want to be a very strengthened light being, and all that I can be in that moment and in these moments building up to that by doing my daily spiritual work as a spiritual athlete. And that takes skill and honing and working and listening all day long, and flipping out of the old patterns and the old ways of thinking and walking in a bigger, broader heart center. And so whenever the what ifs occur or what then I'm in a position of fully grounded with all the information that they feel I need and that I feel I need. And then I'm in a physical position to not let it knock me over like a tsunami. All right, so that's the energy work I do with a lot of clients, is to get you growing and getting you grounded and getting you prepared for things to come, good, bad, or indifferent. Okay, so you're building up your endurance, your tolerance, your strength, all right? Because, the destruction of the psyche is worse than breaking bones. Okay, so we want to avoid both. Then, after this came up at 2 a.m., then the Beatles song Revolution came in. And I had to listen to it this morning because I was like laughing because I went, oh, of course, now there's a song in my head at 2 o'clock in the morning, which, by the way, I tossed for the rest of the night. I dozed a little bit, but I have a long day travel today. So I just asked Spirit to give me as much energy as I can. So you say you want a revolution. Well, we all want to change the world. Everything will be all right. Everything will be all right. It says when you talk about destruction, you can count me out because there's people here that want to keep the peace. We're not here to break anything or anyone. We're just here to break away from the matrix by being unstuck and not allowing ourselves to be in that density. Okay? And then, we all want to see the plan and contribution, do what we can. Everything's going to be all right. So there you have it. Take it however you'd like. See what messages that you get from it, and allow yourself to be open and broadened to possibilities without automatically jumping to conclusions or old patterns of thinking. So sit, be with it, and just ask your guides, your higher self, your soul family, hey, so I just heard this information, so how are we thinking about that? And see where it fits in. Just see where it just totally comes in and fits in with you. Okay, because at the end of the day, no matter what happens, you have got to be where you said you'd be before you incarnated to make the changes this world needs. And if it means you got to stand in a place and send energy to Mother Earth and Father Sky and anchor it in, then that's what you're going to do. But where is your energy best utilized so that you're not drained, strained, or breaking anything emotionally, physically, mentally. All right? So I hope this helps. Have a fantastic day. Bye.